fam. I am Valjean, and this is my world, at least the way I see it. If you are happy with the current administration, please scroll by. This is not the channel for you. I'm sorry. If you're not happy, come on in, pull up a chair, get a pencil and a piece of paper because we do give homework. And we got a lot of things to work on today. But first, I got to say hi to the fam. Dinky Jen, hello, hello. So good to see you. My dear cousin Michelle, we got our names back. I hope we have our names back on the other channel. You're going to be doing what? Watching and waiting. Hello. There's Pinky. How you doing? Good to see you, little cuz. Sam, good morning, all my lovies. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm hanging in there. I got my tea in my halls. I'm getting there. But it's slow going. Yeah, I got all my vaccines at the same time. But once I get well, I will get well. I'm here. I'm here. Am I late? Ooh, sorry. I was running back and forth. I'm so sorry. Hello, Roberta. Just need a moral boost today. I don't know if I can help you with that. I'm I've thrown my hands up a couple of times today, but we're not defeated yet. It's getting close, but we're not defeated yet. I am sharing all my love with you today and always. Yes, indeed. You know we love you, Roberta, but baby. Care to share what's going on? I know about health, but if there's anything I can do, let me know. Roberta's fighting a headache today. May have had a small stroke when I saw the East Wing. I cursed everybody out this morning when I saw the East Wing. And I politely informed them that I did not sign anything or vote for anything or give anybody any permission to tear down walls in my house because the White House is the people's house. Nobody asked me anything. Now, I knew back in July when he said they were just going to gut the interior, they weren't going to do anything to the exterior. I was hoping, I know. But I was hoping for once in his life, he was actually telling the truth. And when the next administration came in, they would be able to reverse it and put it back the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. Okay, here's my question. Who made the phone call to call the construction company? Who gave anybody permission to do that? None of us signed off on it. Who actually okayed this demolition? Oh gosh, don't tell me. See, I've been here all day, okay? I just started this live. And lo and behold, of course, the minute I go live, tell me it's not. Here comes UPS with Shorty's medication. Do they hear my hips squeak when I sit down? I will be back because I have to sign for this. Dag nabbit. Coming. How you doing? I'm pretty good. I saw you pull up and I'm like, tell me that's not for me. Yes, it's for you. Because I had just gone live and I said, I've been here all day. Don't tell me you showed up the minute I said go live. And it's like, I saw you walking up the walk and I'm like, dang, man, I got to go sign for Child. This is what happens when you're the only responsible adult in the family. Okay, I'm back. Yep, it's me. Yeah, you need to see somebody, Roberta. My daughter said I turned white and said some bad words. Girl. Oh, you mean you had a stroke when you saw the White House? Mm-hmm. You yelling at me in Reese's room. I was making my tea. I had everything in here. And I was okay, I have to check my kitchen clock because according to my kitchen clock, I had 3 more minutes. I really did. So I'm gonna have to check that clock and make sure that it is correct. Pip says rumor has it no builders permits have been. Oh, holy smokes. Then they also asked if it was an American company because the is it a crane that they had in the picture was a Volvo. It was not an American made crane. Yeah. Yeah. And now I did not know this. Nobody told me. See, I didn't get all this good stuff when I was in school, but theoretically, the East Wing was constructed over a bunker. There's a bunker under the East Wing. So, what happens when they breach the bunker? I'm confused. I was surprised he hadn't moved the entire White House to Florida. He's trying. He's trying. Pip, not only that, but the Historical Society is madder than a hatter. Don Lemon spoke on that this morning because that's a historical building, and you're not supposed to be able to demolish a historical building. And he showed photos that the front of the White House looks the way it's supposed to look, but the back of the White House it's a crime scene. It's really bad. And today he was supposed to have a luncheon on what used to be the Rose Garden for the Republican senators. And I asked, what about the Democratic senators? You're not going to feed them? He did. No one has permission to do anything. But then the people who give the permissions, he's already gutted those agencies, hasn't he? Michelle, he tried that the first term. Girl. I remember, Roberta, I am at the point that I want to end. So, we had, oh gosh, we had the No Kings March, where they're estimating that across all of the countries, 7 million people had a peaceful protest. There are a lot of clips on YT, and some of them are funny, some of them are really, really sad, and some of them are just, don't you all have anything better to do? It's a coin toss. Everything's going both ways. But before we get into the March and everything else that we have to talk about today, why can I not? Because I'm talking. Stop talking and do what you're supposed to be doing. This is the button I want. Yes, I'm pushing buttons. It happens. This is what we're gonna do today. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of the countries who stood in solidarity with us and who had their own No King's Day. You didn't have to do it, but I am oh so very happy that you did. Portugal, Spain, the Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, Belgium, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Italy, Ireland, United Kingdom, Canada, Mexico, Costa Rica, and Japan. Wait a minute, there's somebody else under there that is not showing up. Hold on. I do not want to slight anybody because I want to thank you all for standing in solidarity with us because in Australia, thank you all so very, very much for standing with us because we're fighting. We're fighting hard. It's oh my gosh. We are still fighting uphill without weapons, but we're still and I had put a pin in here. I didn't know she was here yet. Thank you, Sam. What gets me is not one MAGA is asking themselves, how would I react if Biden did this? Because they're scared. They're either scared or they're complacent. Why don't I have my split screens anymore? What the hey? This is frustrating. Okay. Thank you, Jen. Yeah, I mean, I've been here all daggum day. He waits until I sit down and go live, and here he is. I'm like, wow. Yeah, I can't even put words to it, Roberta, because you know what? I wonder if that those are some contractor friends of his, because you know he used to be a builder. It might be his own company. Now that I think about it, he might be doing this him because they reiterated today that he said this is privately funded and that he's even putting some of his own money into it. Although he has not shown anything from anybody nor himself, but if this is his company and he's doing, oh Lord, thank you for talking amongst yourselves. They were given enough money to do whatever the. Yep, you didn't get this stuff because wasn't your teacher. Yeah, I didn't get that stuff. They didn't tell me anything about there being a bunker. I have to go bone up on that. And I just saw that the White House put out that no one is to share information on construction. It's Trump's company. hmm it's Trump's company. That's all I have to say is asbestos is now airborne. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yes, indeed. Because what? Again, I'm thinking the White House is the whole White House. The East Wing, I think they said, was constructed in 1902, and the second floor was added on in 1940 something or other. Yeah, there. Yep, you're right. I'm glad I don't live in D.C. They are trying to do it undercover. It's so big they can't do it undercover. We're going to have to redo everything this man's hands have touched. Everything. Everything. Kim, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. How are you? How you doing? And how do you feel about all this nonsense? Yeah, we don't want to be there where there's asbestos in the air. And remember, he shut down all the regulatory things because Elon was tired of being fined for not complying with the air and water and whatnot. Oh, yeah. See, I hadn't thought about it either. I hadn't thought about it. This is just. The lady who sat in her car and cried broke my heart. And there are no more tours for the foreseeable future because the East Wing is where everybody used to enter. Duck. Oh, I wonder if he started on Monday in a fit of pique over the protests. Oh, you know what? He had a fit of pique over the protests. That was not necessarily it. And I can't, wait a minute, let me see. Before I say I can't, maybe I can. Yeah, I have to do it this way. I was having trouble getting this to blow up, but I'll have to do it this way and remember to go back. Um, this is really, and this is how we got the title of today's, because Don Lemon, yeah, I was on Don this morning. I took a deep breath and I went to see what he had to say because I didn't know where we were going today. But this is how Trump feels about us. He's posted himself as a king in a, I guess this is a helicopter, not to, no, it's a fighter jet, and he is dropping a turd on the people doing the uh, No Kings protests. So this is how Trump feels about the American people. We used to say it. We've all said it. Now he has shown us irrefutably how he really feels. Shit on you. And I'm not monetized, so I can say that. Hey, Crystal, welcome in. Good to see you. You're sneaking in for a moment doing 4 10-hour days. Oh, baby, I am so sorry, but welcome in. While you're here, is there anything you want to tackle? Because I know you're going to have to leave. I saw that, oh, I didn't put Elizabeth on here. Was Elizabeth Booker Triple B was interviewing somebody who's running for something or other in Tennessee. She talked so fast I couldn't get it because I had my mind on this. But he was talking about the new AI plant that they're building in Tennessee. And she's really upset because she's from that uh, place in Tennessee. But the air and the water and the whole 9 yards are going to be contaminated. And she has no love for Elon Musk, and none of us do. I always say it's not good when Sweden gets involved. They're supposed to be neutral, though. They're supposed to be neutral. But hey, we got people standing behind us, so I'm happy. As long as it's not Russia, China, or North Korea. Did you see all the news media leaving the Pentagon? Yes, I did, and I was so happy. I was so happy. And Crystal, check out the community tab, what used to be the community tab, because there have been some things that were too long for me to address today because people have been throwing down and it has been beautiful. I love it. Um And if I post anything that's Afrocentric, please, my European cousins, do not take offense because you know I handle both scales. But my cousin had sent me a blurb from, oh, what's his name? I don't remember his name. Anyway, it's on my, oh, it's Captain Ibrahim. Oh, here, let me. I posted this to my page. It's almost 10 minutes long, but again, it is something that I had not thought of until it was brought to my attention. So please go over at to my community tab and listen to him. It'll give you a perspective of our enslavement from the motherland's point of view, because he points out that it wasn't just us, it was them as well. We were taken away, but they were still there, and they were suffering the same indignities that we were. I have to listen to it again because I was trying to get dressed while I was listening to him, and I kept saying, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" Pardon, commute. Yes, Lord. If you are a pedophile, a racist, a criminal, you've been arrested for fraud or bribery or whatever, and you're a white Christian, heterosexual, he's going to pardon you. Yeah, he pardoned Santos. Santos had a few things to say about the prison conditions. Oh my God. Yeah. And they were my we had the No Kings March, and my daughter said she had passed one, but she says, please don't be offended. But she's like, Mom, there were white people out there. And I said, yes, there who's doing it is the white people. We're resting. And she says, I thought we weren't doing that anymore. I said, no, 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 no. Because where they're getting the rubber bullets, we would be getting the real bullets. We're not going out there. They just released a hospital chaplain from a children's hospital. He's a citizen. He has, I forgot what else he said he had, but they arrested him for no cause. He was incarcerated in, I want to say Butler County Jail, but don't quote me on that because you know how my memory is. And he said they are saying that they're only arresting criminals, and that's not true. I am not a criminal. They arrested me and held me for 73 days for no reason, and the only reason I am free is because of you all. You spoke for me. So keep speaking and speak for others. As a matter of fact, I think I probably have that in my history. Come to think of it, because I was actually being a good girl and doing things on the Google side so it would be in my history. But I am just beat up and done up. Oh, and they are poised to erode the Voting Rights Act and reshape Congress. But here's the other thing. Here, somebody help me out with this, because I have this ideological halo over my head. Even if they redistrict everybody and they have the black sections and the white sections, the congressional seats, does it really make a difference? Because everybody is sick of 47. So won't they all vote Democrat anyway? Does it matter what district they're in? They can be in a Republican district and still vote Democrat, correct? Or am I not thinking about this correct? Because it's not like the Electoral College, right? You don't have just a group of people and they say you were voting this way. They're counting the individual votes. Yes? No? Thank you, Crystal. Love you, baby. Have you seen the pages on the government's website? No, I haven't been over there lately. On the Hub page, it says the radical left in Congress shut down the government. HUD will use available resources to help Americans in need. It pops up on every screen and is running as a banner. I have not seen that, but I heard Mike Johnson call. Was it Mike Johnson or was it Trump? Call it the Schuler shutdown. They're blaming the shutdown on Senator Schuler, and we all know that that's not true because the Dems don't have the numbers, but they are still pushing that narrative that the Democrats are the ones who have the are in charge of the shutdown. Did anybody see the video? The representative from Arizona put out. She's got her name on the door. She's got her office. She doesn't have a password to get into her computer. She's got a stack of desktop laptops for her staff. They retired the staff that her late father has. And with the government being shut down, she cannot hire new staff. So she has a stack of laptops. She's got a desk that she can't do any work at. She's using her personal laptop. And when they questioned Mike Johnson about when he's going to swear her in, he gave this long blah, blah, blah. And then he says instead of making TikTok memes, she should be going ahead and doing her work and working for her constituents. She's got no staff. She has no access. She can't do anything. She doesn't even have a login for the printer. But she can go ahead and do some work. How is she supposed to do some work until she gets sworn in? Right now, she's a private citizen. But I'm just doing what Nancy Pelosi did. No, you're not. Don't lie. I just Googled the East Wing. It's disgusting. I read further and it says every president wanted a ballroom for state parties. Trust Trump to be the one. It says every president wanted it. Well, I guess he told the truth because he says they've been wanting it for 100 years, but still. 1942. Thank you, Roberta, because I started to say 1948 and that did not feel right. I don't want people going back listening to me speak ill untruths. They are working all night and behind walls. Oh my God. Don't tell me it's going to be gold. The East Wing was built in 1902. Renovations took place in 1960, 1965, and 1972, I believe. Oh, okay, because I didn't know that the second floor was added on afterwards. Silly me, I thought it was all built at the same time. Right? Come on through on the research. That was my fam. Michelle, like no one will notice the lights. You know he likes the uneducated. The lady is with reference to the no kings part. Yeah. Guys, bear with me. I'm sleepy. You're okay. You're okay. He was flying a plane and pooping on protesters. This is the man MAGA thinks is man enough to run the country and have the nuclear weapons codes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With his crown on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, I had something similar to that in the description when I put up the link to that. Yeah, he. All right, he's disgusting. Yes, Jack Smith is back. Praise the Lord and thank you, Jesus. Yes, and he's talking. I saw that today, and oh my gosh, he's talking. Uh, Letitia James is talking. Bolton and Comey both are fighting. They're like, bring it. I don't care. Um, We talked about the Chicago police being tear gassed last week. The commissioner for the Chicago police came out and said that you all were wrong. Not that we had any doubts, but he actually said you all were wrong.
They met with the federal agents who were out there. The federal agents had deployed chemical agents. They deployed chemical agents while our officers were there. Those who will tell you that our officers weren't there, say that to the 27 officers who were affected by the chemical agents that were deployed by federal agents.
He's so upset. All he can just he keeps saying that chemical agents were deployed. There were 27 officers out there, and they deployed chemical agents. He is beyond upset. So yeah, they shot plastic bullets into priests. They've deployed chemical agents around officers. They have made false 911 calls to the police that they are being attacked in the ICE headquarters, and the police go running out there in force and find nothing's going on. I'm waiting for the police to say, hey, we're not coming, you're on your own. Because they keep filing false reports. Santos, refresh my memory, please. I know the name, but can't remember why. Did you see Mehdi Hassan? He said the grandfather, father, and mother were immigrants. Two of his three wives were immigrants, which proves once again immigrants will do the jobs American won't. Who's Trump's? Trump's grandfather was an immigrant. His father was born here. His mother was an immigrant. Yeah, two of his three wives were immigrants. Uh, the first lady, Vance, both of her parents immigrated. Who's the guy running in Ohio? He was part of Doge. Both of his parents immigrated. His mother, was that him or was that somebody else? I think it was him. His mother got her citizenship. His father is still an alien, but they want to run the country and they want to take out the immigrants. Nick Fuentes was born in Colombia, and I have looked. I cannot see anywhere where he has gotten his citizenship. DeSantos in Florida, his great grandparents were immigrants. Santos is the guy who who was tried and convicted of stealing money from the government or from donations. Thank you, Pip. That's why I waited. I knew somebody had already answered that because I'm always behind in the chat. But now Santos performs platform is frizz. Yeah, he said that he did not have good conditions there. Yeah. Sam, he is the Republican House member who was kicked out and sent to jail for all kinds of crimes. And those are the ones we pardon. He was from New York who lied about everything and was expelled from Congress. Well, of course he's from New York because he wasn't from Florida. I think I just rolled my eyes into the back of my head, Kim. Pip, somebody said that last week in something I was listening to. They said they rolled their eyes so far back they could see the back of their head. I was like, wow. The guy who stole credit card info from his donors, etc. Ooh. Your eyes were. Paul, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Oh yeah, they did a big blurb on him this morning. Somebody cornered him and was saying, you can swear her in," and he says, "I'm not going to do anything until the Democrats turn the lights back on." Johnson is digging in his heels, and he's going to make this as hard as he can on the American people. And welcome in, Paul. So nice to meet you. Thank you for coming, and please come again. Has the AG of Arizona? Nope, not yet. Not that I've heard. Nobody has filed suit yet. Arizona. Oh, he has filed? I had not heard that. You are so welcome. Yeah, this is a if you look in the description, we have links on where to find the email of your senators and representatives, and we are flooding their inboxes. We're letting so they can't say that they did not know that their constituents were not happy. We're telling them we're not happy. He knows she's vote. That's why he's holding out, and everybody knows it. That Republican got sworn in on the day she chose for herself, and he is trying so hard to make it sound like Nancy Pelosi was dragging her feet. And then he said that, well, they were waiting for all of her family to come in, and that, is it Grahaba's family's not there? And they said, oh, yes, her family is all there and they are ready. So he's backpedaling because everything he says, they are contradicting. But he's just not going to do it unless somebody actually forces him. And yay, I'm glad they filed suit because she can't do anything. She's not sworn in. Trump is changing the facts on websites. It's hard to trust anything you read. That's true. That is true. And they're changing the dates on things as well. But one thing, things that you put on the internet don't go away. You just have to find them. They're there somewhere. Gotcha, Roberta. But I read that from the Washington newspapers. That included also. I think we're going to have a better chance with the newspapers because they have gotten fed up. And since they wouldn't sign that little form to be in the Pentagon, I think they're starting to wake up. I would still double check them against independent media, like the ones we follow: Don Lemon, Reese Waters, the Midas Touch, Tennessee Brando, Jack Cocciarella, Luke Beasley, Brian Taylor Cohen. Who's the guy with the flopped over hair? I can see his face and his name's not coming to me. But they do their research and they've got good researchers behind them. Whatever I read in the newspaper, I would look at them and see what they have found. Because some of them still do the deep dive on X to disprove things. I'm not going to X. And I don't do the TikTok thing either. So I let them do the heavy lifting. If it was the Washington Post, they bent the knee. Yeah, thank you, Paul. Yeah, it's he does. He wants to cuss. He wants to cuss so badly. Oh, Pebbles, honey, welcome in. How you doing? Which one of the terrible things they're doing made you cry? Cause I've started drinking, but I don't have alcohol. But my letter today is, I'm sorry, I did not give you permission to tear down the back walls of my house, okay? And, oh, and they did fly I forgot to put that out. They did. We said to be careful if you were in the area around Camp Pendleton because they were going to launch rockets. Well, Governor Newsom said you can't do that. That's dangerous. And of course, they said we can do this. This is the 250th anniversary of the Marines, and we're going to do da 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 da. So Newsom says, okay, fine. I'm going to close the highway. They said, oh, you don't need to close the highway. This is safe. We know what we're doing. We're the Marines. One of the rockets burst prematurely, and I'm not going to tell you where my head went when they said it shot off prematurely. But they had shrapnel fall on one of the Chips helicopter motorcycles because the California Highway Patrol were protecting the vice president. And if people had been going up and down that highway, they could have been injured and or unalived. Yay, Gavin. I do not pay taxes so that they can fire off rockets for show. It's number two. I did not write to the senators last week because my two senators are Republican and I knew it would not do any good, but I did write to my congressman and ask him, what do we need to do to dismantle the Electoral College? It needs to go. It needs to go. Like the previous election. That is the best solution. They are trained at something. Santos is the guy who lied and stole. Oh, they all lie. And they would still steal identities if they could. He just proved that he could, but he got caught. Roberta is referencing the idea of Trump sleeping with Melanie or Melania. Wamaswamy. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I asked who was I thinking of. I remember the story. I could not remember who. Thank you. Nick Fuentes might be a citizen. Might not. He might not, Paul. He was born in Colombia. Now, mind you, his citizenship papers might be classified or whatever. I couldn't find them. I might have been looking in the wrong agency, but I couldn't find them. And I have asked people and nobody has answered. But he was not born in the United States and neither were his parents. I think they said he came to the United States when he was 2. And Paul, just so you know, I am really bad at numbers. So if I give you a number, you have to give me a leeway one way or the other. Because I suffer from CRS. And I've already said that if they have a new medication for it and they have a trial, I will volunteer to be a research monkey. And my fam here always finish my sentences for me because I will start an idea and like Wamaswamy, I get into the middle of it and I don't remember who it is. Ooh, child. Santos also a drag queen. Really? Oh. Well, they say every time that they discount somebody, it's really an omission. I think for his senior high, was it Shady who dressed up as a woman for this play or whatever they were doing in college? That fool stole his family's identities. Ooh, yeah, oh yeah, Trump would love him because he's greedy. Oh yeah, Trump would love him. Because if you're crooked and you're greedy, oh, that's right up his alley. Well, I appreciate you stumbling into me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, we meet every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Central. We pick up on what's happened over the weekend that we can actually do something about, because a lot of us feel helpless because we're here, they're there, and we don't feel like there's anything we can do. But we pick up things where we can actually write to them or call them and put it in their answering machine. And it has been proven that filling up their mailboxes and their voicemails is having an impact. So yeah, we're working by fingertips. So come on in anytime, and if you would like to look at some of my past videos and get your homework. Kim, what are you saying? Gals, I subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. A Colombian white supremacist, who's always talking about America first, and he doesn't like people of color. But Colombians aren't exactly white, are they? You got to be careful who you frown upon. Yes, you are so welcome. Thank you so much, Paul. I do appreciate it. Still traveling the struggle bus. Thought we left the pier for the cruise. Girl. Not the pier is still standing, so I'm happy about that because they've been bombing every damn other thing. And they bombed a boat in the Caribbean. And if the government is shut down and we have no money and people are standing in food lines, why are we sending $2 billion to Venezuela? Why? What is Venezuela going to do for us? Who did he ask could he send money to Venezuela? Who signed the check? I didn't okay that. I'm sure Wesley had nothing to do with that. My daughter said they're going to come after me. I said they can come after me. I was born here. All of my family was born here. And if they want to go back far enough to find which one of my family members was not born here, please do, because I have not been able to get that genealogy yet. I know where my European ancestors came from, but can we do the other side? I'm in Eastern Washington, but am an Oakland native. So, have you had any blowback from ICE being in Portland? I know Portland had a big No Kings parade this weekend, and I'm so happy. I am so happy. But is any of that trickling down to where you are, Paul? And we have people from Sam is from Australia, and Dinky Jen is from the UK. So we get perspectives from all over the country, which I love, because you know you can't always trust what they're saying, because according to 47, Portland is burning to the ground and they're having an internal conflict, which is not true. Santos stole money from a disabled vet to help his dog. He's just a bad apple. That's why 47 likes him. Paul says, "Oh yeah, the dog thing really pisses me off. I cannot. Why are these the people that get the breaks? Why are these people?" Yes, Kim. I thought about that, but I didn't mention it. So thank you for mentioning it. Yes, the Wayback Machine. It's on archives.org, I believe. Let me check real quick. It's archives somebody or other. But if you Google the Wayback Machine, it should come up. Archives. That's .com. What gets me when I put in .org? Oh, it's archives.org. And you also, yeah, that's the Internet Archive digital library of free and borrowable texts. You can also get the Wayback Machine from there. So anything that has been placed on the internet, it helps if you know who put it there, or the if you're looking for news, which news station put it there. But if not, it's just a slower process, but you can find it if it's ever been on the internet. It's a fun crawl. It really is. Read articles from other countries for a clear media source. I like listening to the BBC. I really do. You watch all those folks, so many. Oh my goodness. Yes, I like Dollarmore and Fair and Balance. Tabitha Speaks, yes. Christina, oh yeah, I love me some Christina. She's almost as good as Jasmine Crockett when it comes to making everything rhyme. Belle of the Ranch, yes. You love the TikTok debates. Is that a channel, Paul? Or you just like the debates on TikTok? I'm not aware of them because I don't normally go to TikTok. BBC, Sky News, CBS. CBS bent the knee, didn't they? You spiking your water. You can't spike your water until the baby leaves. Shorty will be here in about half an hour. I can spike my water in about an hour. BTC, yeah, I said Brian Tyler, Tennessee Brando. I have not seen Monty Matter. I follow others, Texas Paul, but those are your three faves. There is somebody who reminds me of Brian Tyler Cohen, but he's got thicker hair. I think his hair is brown. His name is not coming to me. I'll put it in the comments if it comes to me. I have not seen him in a while, actually. It's probably why his name isn't coming to me. Brian Tyler Cohen, and I think I put it on my community page, did a nice 1 hour interview with Jasmine Crockett last week. It was good. I am still missing Belle, but she's doing a good job. She is. And I saw, what is it, Park House Permaculture this morning. I had to put her aside for a minute because she wasn't helping me. But she went out and protested twice this weekend, so it was interesting to see what she said. And Paul, I think she's in the Washington area. She's in the upper Northwest. The destruction of the people's house while discovering why Argentina received millions. Thank you. Thank you. I did not do under the desk news. Thanks, Michelle. I come across great new creators every day. Thank you, Paul. That is so sweet of you. Thank you so very much. I do not have a political bone in my body. But when I heard that 47 was running again, I pulled up my sleeves and I said, we've got to fight. And I've been fighting ever since. So that's why my cousins have to fill in the blanks sometime, because I just started doing this after the inauguration because I was so upset when Kamala lost. And we've got to fight because we've got to get rid of him. Midterms are coming. And my motto is vote Democrat. I don't care who it is. Vote Democrat because we need the numbers. And then after we get the numbers, we can vote out the bad Democrats. But right now, we need the numbers. I don't care who they are. Then we'll clean the Democratic House. Roberta, I miss Bo too. Belle is good though. Oh, there's a Bo and a Belle. Okay. No, but would like to give it a try. Go for it, Paul. I had not planned on doing this. I actually have a crochet channel, But when I found things that we needed to do, my crochet channel didn't want to hear about it. They said, you need to start a new channel for that. So I'm here. But my first love is crochet and crafts. But we've got to fight. Reach out to me. Yeah, Michelle can help you if you want to start a new channel. She really can. I'm a YouTube addict. He laughs. It goes with you everywhere. Yep. I hear you. I have not, people have asked me, have you seen this movie, that movie, the other movie? I say, I can't get off YT long enough to look at any movies. When do I have time? She's a creator on three channels. I only have two. Well, actually, I have three, but I don't have any content on the third one because I can't get off of this one. I've got to work on that other channel. I really have to. Yes, she is my memory bank. She knows where I'm headed, and I get stuck halfway, and she finishes for me. Pip is really getting good at it, too. And dear Roberta knows where I'm headed. MAGA is trying to say they do it all the time. They do, but not over public land. They have live exercises here all the time, downrange. Yeah. When I saw that Hexeth and Vance were at Camp Pendleton, I stopped writing about it because I was like, yeah, let one of them go off route. Please, please, please. It did not happen. I'm not a violent person, but I need to get rid of them. Oh, you have CRS too, but my treatments just make it worse. Oh my God. Well then, Paul, we're all in this together. We're gonna fumble around and we're gonna get through this. Thank you. It's projection. It is. It is. So when they say something, start looking at them because that's what they're doing. Shady Pants is a French. Um, People have said it when they had Charlie Kirk's memorial in Arizona. Grindr crashed. They had all those Republicans there for the memorial. So those homophobes are projecting. How else would Grindr suddenly crash with an influx of Republicans? I heard that this morning, and I heard from, I've had it, that he's also had three different religions over the course of his life, and that he was actually, if you look at him pre the first administration, he was diehard against Trump. Then he went out to Peter Thiel's ranch, and when he came back, he's what he is now. His gold star. Yes, he has, Paul. And not sure he knows what he is. I'm surprised his wife is still with him. You know that Pip, I think you're right. I think you're right. I really do. Because they are punishing everybody because they hate themselves. I like that idea. They are going to take the deported folks that he rushes out before anyone knows they are gone. A family was speaking up this morning. They were watching the news and they saw a family member being picked up on the news, and they haven't been able to find him. Nobody knows where he is. Lolo's Lounge. Thank you, Paul. And I love Elizabeth Booker too. She's so funny. She gets so upset. She and Don Lemon have been cussing everybody out. I'm here for it. I feel like Fred Sanford now. None of my ink pens work. What is that? I'm gonna start putting pencils in here. Lolo's Lounge. You know, Michelle, we just bought these last year, and I've only used them a handful of times, and they're not working. I'm not happy. Pebble says we have a deal for rare earth minerals in with Argentina. Is that the deal? Especially since we didn't get Greenland. But why $2 billion? Oh, you had some in Spokane? Was it peaceful? Judge agreed to allow. Did they really? Oh my goodness. You love the frogs. I finally, thank you, Michelle, thank you. I got to put pencils in here. Are those fifth grade kids that want to fit in with the cool kids? They let them tag along because they have, oh, and then talk crud behind. Yes, they do. Yes, they do because they laugh at him. They really do. They really, really do. Will probably be in DC past July. OM2 2026? Seriously? Oh my gosh. That's over a year. Oh, thank you, Paul. What are we going to get? If it's ice cream, Michelle and I are here for it. No, I didn't hear about the missing 14-year-old. Was it a young man? Is that who I saw being scooped up? I thought it was a father. Missing autistic boy reported missing. They found him in an ICE detention center. I saw the report where ICE body slammed an 8-month pregnant woman and handcuffed her and took her in because she was trying to keep them from taking in her baby's father, because her baby's father was in the system. He was trying to get his papers. He missed a court hearing last year because his car broke down. When his car broke down, instead of them rescheduling him, they canceled his paperwork. Make that make sense. He can't get to the hearing if his car breaks down. Hi, kitty. There is a 5-year-old missing in our apartment complex. Oh, holy smokes. I am so sorry. Have you had ice in your area? Thanks, cuz. That is horrible. The debates, but they are on YouTube. Parker, Dean, Santana, Erica, Erie. Okay. Erie Valentine. I can spike it if I do it during nap time, but I'll be sober before he wakes up. Girl, you got a faster metabolism than I do. That is so sorry. Brian Tyler, what? See, that's not working for me. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I can see who I'm subscribed to. Reese Rowland, Culture Shock, Adam. Ayanna Presley. I like Ayanna. Let's see. Belle. Bernard Taylor? That's not who I'm thinking of, though. Brian Tyler Cohen. Christina. You know I love me some Greg Kassar. Corey's been putting out decent things lately, Cory Booker, but I'm still mad at him. Elizabeth Booker is good. Who is the man that I am? Now, as soon as I find his name, I'm going to want to slap myself. My granddaughter loves Josh Johnson. Oh, Michelle, who is that legal diva we just found? I like her. Oh, he's not going to even show up in my feed. That is crazy. Mm-mm. I must not have subscribed to him. That's unfortunate. Okay. I don't know who he is. I can see his face. I can see his hair. He's got brown hair instead of Brian Tyler's dark hair, but his name is not coming to me at all. The brownstone. Oh, is it? Okay. I would drink Jet. I know. I know. She's in Oregon. Okay. Outside of Portland. Thank you. Paul, you are outrageous. You are right at home. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I appreciate that. Mocha says, Beau of the fifth column, he had to step away and his wife took over for him, and she's Belle of the ranch. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Beau is the original. Okay. Thank you. Because I just discovered Belle and you all started telling me about her. Yes, she is. She is the best because you all know I get lost in the sauce. I have two channels. Eventually, I'll go back to making content on at least one of them. Okay, Kim, I'm holding you to it. Now is the time for you to throw up that apologetically mocha channel because I miss your rants. Talking about a rant, that's the lady who can rant. And just so you know, Pip is my daughter. Yes, she is. And Michelle is Michelle and Pip are my cousins. I'm on a break to learn more about the business side of YT. She has the business mind. I fly by the seat of my pants. On the live fire stuff, I have a friend that comes home and says, "Ooh wee, they pay me to blow stuff up." Oh my gosh. Grinder crashes whenever a group. I, I, I agree. I agree. I agree. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, read this, read that with Joy Reid and I forgot the other Reid's first name. Rare earth minerals equal shiny object syndrome. Especially since we couldn't get Greenland. For the pens, put them in warm water for a few under a lamp. Sit on them. It heats the ink. You know what? I have done that. I have not done this to this one. You can also light a match and hold it over the flame. It's not worked for the last few pens I've tried that on, though. Grab your Coke, no ice. No, but it's interesting that people with their same mindset ran down to Argentina in the 1940s. Really? History is repeating itself. That's why they're burning all the books. They don't want us to know what they're trying to do. You all are playing with ice. Go ahead with your bad selves. We had some ice in Spokane and a big protest for being right next to Idaho. Oh my gosh. No, that's not him. I can see I can see his face so plainly. I can really see his face and it's not coming to me. Trucker John is cool, kind of uses the reading chat format. Oh, really? No. Yeah, my granddaughter introduced me to Josh Johnson. And my brother laughs when she comes in and says, Granny, can we watch Reese? And he's like, you're turning her into a liberal. I'm like, yeah. Legal Diva is on the Legal AF with Midas Touch. Yes, she is. I just discovered her, and she is really good. And that Cameron guy that we saw last week, and there is a gentleman who is taking over for Jesse Dollamore this week because Jesse's on vacation. He's really good. I think I put him on the community tab. Not sure if I did or not. Okay, you got to take the boy back to campus. We'll finally get the. Did you? You finally got it? Yay! Yay! Congratulations! Tell Valjean I said I love her and I love all of you. Thank you so much, cuz I appreciate it. That is great. Let me click my tabs and make sure that I covered everything that I wanted to cover. Paul, if I run into things that are really long or things that we can't actually do anything about, but I think they're interesting, I'll put them on my community tab. So please keep an eye out on the community tab and see what's going on. You sound like you're so involved. You probably know more about what's going on than I do because there are times when I just have to step away. Uh, Robert Reich has started putting out some really good things. And you know, I have fallen in love with Bernie Sanders. I couldn't stand him before, but yeah, he's really stepping up to the plate. And again, I want J.B. Pritzker and Governor Walsh to be on the ticket in 28. I want them together. That would be a phenomenal ticket. And I don't care who goes for which position. It would just be awesome. There are, yeah, I got all my tabs done. Okay. Let me see what the fam wants to discuss before we say our adieus. Oh, thank you, Kitty. I appreciate it. And Pebs. Yes, and you all. So yeah, they're still trying to get people back to work, trying to get people out of work, trying to do all kinds of crazy things. And we just have to keep writing and letting them know that we're not happy. So no, that's not why I pay taxes. That's not why I'm here. And they know they're going to be leaving office because they know everybody's unhappy. Paul says, looking forward to getting to know you all better for sure. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. I hope I can see you again next Tuesday. Fam, if you have nothing else you want to talk about today, we are going to we're going to sign off. Oh, did Ola Joe set up a live stream today? I had not seen her earlier. Let me check real quick and see if Paul Olajo is a content creator on our crochet
sharp as a lighthouse
side, and we usually raid her, which means we leave this channel and we go to her channel. But lately, she has not been live when it's time for me to sign off, and she does not have a live scheduled yet. And she says her live is canceled today. So everybody is free. You get holiday time. So I want to thank everybody who has spent this last hour and however long we've been here with me. You could have spent it anywhere, but you chose to spend it with me, and I do not take it lightly. Please like, share, and subscribe. Keep your eye out for ICE because they're out there and they're being really ignorant. Watch your back. Be safe. Write your letters or make your phone calls or do both. And hopefully I will see you all next week. If you have anything you want to talk about next week, please feel free to put it in the comments section of this live, and we'll talk about it next week. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.